31 center, wind 3005, full right, quarter length. Forward.
Lift Academy is a flight school located here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we are training pilots from zero experience straight into a career at the airlines. Our pilots have a guaranteed job at Republic Airways as a first officer, and they can start their career from zero experience and have a career in flight.
It's everything that I wanted to do because, you know, flying was so expensive doing it out of pocket. The lesson plans are there, the cost is there, guaranteed job. You can't beat that.
It is an amazing opportunity to be able to just get up in your office is seeing the world from miles in the air. And so it's definitely, it can be attainable, and if you do think about doing it, then just go for it.
We're training a specific way, we're training a behavior, so these students will then become successful airline pilots at Republic. We're making professional pilots that will flow right into Republic Airlines, and they'll have the competencies that they need to be successful.
Every business leader, regardless of what industry you're in, is focused on workforce development. There's a major talent crunch over the next 2 decades.
Start pulling up more and do some calculations.
That talent crunch is going to leave us with a gap of about 8 million employees for skilled manufacturing and skilled technician jobs over the next decade and a half. That's a real issue, and we need to do more as business leaders. Lift Academy was designed just with that purpose.
The pilot shortage isn't just focused here in Indianapolis, it's global. It's a global issue, and we're trying to solve that here on the local level to hopefully have impact on at least a national level, if not worldwide. So right now there's a lot of opportunity to build a new diverse cockpit and bring people who may not have thought of it as a career before as an option for them.
My hands hurt.
Students can be right out of high school, or they can be career changers. We even have quite a few students who transition from military.
I'm a student, student here at Lift. Well, I started in the Air Force in April 27th of 2010. One of the commanders from the 72nd ARS came over to me from Grissom and said, "Hey, what you do with this medical thing? You wanna be a pilot?" I went the route and I started to do all the paperwork for it. And I did the exams for it, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way, you need an age waiver because God knows you're not 26." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, I lost that with that gray hair." I started to look into the possibility of becoming a boom operator and then applying for an age waiver to be an Air Force pilot. Sure, I'll put gas in planes, lay on my belly. The Air Force has treated me well, but I've come to the point now where being deployed is not really a good deal for my family. Now that I actually have a family, I can settle in and try to enjoy what it's like to be a person who sees home a little bit more than, half of a year at a time. Kind of putting my family first and my adventures first, and just thanking the Air Force for giving me the propulsion to, oh, hey, I like flying. This is crazy.
My name's Mike. I spent 22 years in investment banking and then decided to become a pilot. I haven't missed investment banking for one day. At age 44, this is embarking on a second career where I look around and a lot of the students are either fresh out of college or what have you. Hopefully I bring a little bit of a different background, a different experience that can be additive. And I really look at my role as well as to be a mentor to some of these younger folks as well.
My name is Jared Hadley. I'm a student here, and I just fly planes. So I've always had the dream of becoming a pilot since really young, doing family trips to Florida and everything. Came right out of high school and just pursued my career. Tuition is just so much for a college degree, and where I can come here, get a job for an airline secured already. It's pretty hard. There's a lot of licenses to get and a lot of studying for sure. On a typical day, I will, if the weather's good, I'll go out on the plane with my instructor.
My name is Amanda Martinez, and I am a certified flight instructor here at Lift Academy.
Okay, well then let's go ahead and recover.
The simulator is basically a plane, except you aren't in the air. The technology is brand new. They actually put it together as if they would a real airplane, but they just don't put an engine in it.
Just hop in there and basically do whatever you want to do. whatever you don't feel so sure on, you can just get in there and just practice it and keep on practicing the procedures.
Nice, good job. A lot of people they get happy if they don't have to go into work, but I'll get kind of bummed out if I can't fly. One thing that I like to tell young girls and women is, don't be afraid to do it. It is a male-dominated career, but don't let that intimidate you, because we are trying to change that, and we're trying to get women to see that you can do it and it's attainable, and you're just the same as any other guy or any other gender, race, religion. Everything is the same.
Aviation is the great equalizer, I think. I think regardless of what your background is, whether you have a high school education or a college education or graduate school or what have you, or in my case, regardless of what your previous career was, that I think there's a path for everyone here to the extent that you have a passion for this type of industry.
Follow your dreams, because in all honesty, I was just in high school like this year, and now I'm flying airplanes every single day.